All right, here's your next little example. I'm gonna try to help our friend Puzzled Penguin real quick because he has some errors in the way that he's thinking about math. He's talking about his sandwich, and his friend is saying that he's gonna give half of his sandwich to Puzzled Penguin, and he's gonna give the other half of his sandwich to his sister. But the sister says, well, then you don't have any for yourself. Puzzled Penguin is thinking that there should be some left over, because he's doing 1/2 plus 1/2 equals 2/4. Now, you should notice that there is something very wrong with this equation. And the reason why, hopefully we have noticed, is if we're doing 1/2 plus 1/2, we should only be adding the numerators. So this should be 2/2, which is the same thing as 1. So when we add, we leave the denominators alone. And the only reason we are able to add fractions is when they have like denominators, right? So denominators have to be the same. So this is something just kind of to check in and make sure that you are understanding, and that there is definitely something wrong with the way that he solved the problem. He did 1 plus 1 is 2 and 2 plus 2 is 4. That is not correct. We have to add 1 plus 1 is 2. The denominator stays the same. Okay? I want to go over to page 88. So if you haven't, can you please turn the page to page 88? And I'm going to do one of these word problems with you. You should be solving this again in your activity book with me. The rest of the word problems are part of your work before and after class. So number 6, we're on number 6 right now, if you didn't notice. Mr. Swenson is making 2 1/6 quarts of cherry jelly, and he's making 3 1/12 quarts of orange jelly. He will mix the two kinds of jelly together. How much of the mixed jelly will he have? So in this, we should be adding. This is an addition problem because we have two different amounts that we are mixing together. We want to find out the mixed jelly. So I need to add 2 1/6 plus 3 1/12. I'm going to set this up as a vertical problem because sometimes for me with the mixed numbers, it's easier to see fraction plus fraction, whole number plus whole number. Unfortunately, that 1/6 and 1/12 do not have common denominators, so I need to change those. I know that 6 times 2 is 12, so I'm going to leave this denominator alone, but I need to change the 6. So I'm going to think of what can I multiply 6 by to get it to a fraction with a denominator of 12. Well, I know 6 times 2, so I do the same thing to the numerator. 2 times 1 is 2. 6 times 2 is 12. And I'm going to add to that 1/12 from the bottom. So 2/12 plus 1/12, again, 2 plus 1 is 3. I just add the numerators, denominator stays the same. And then I have 2 plus 3 is 5. So my answer would be 5 3/12, except I need to simplify now. I cannot leave this as 3/12. I have to pay attention to the digits. And I know that 3, the multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12. So I should be able to divide the top and the bottom by 3. I'm simplifying, so again, as long as this fraction is equal to 1, I'm not changing the value. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So my answer becomes 5 1/4 quarts. So when you solve these word problems, please take time to make sure that you're reading the problem carefully, you're deciding which operation to use, and then you are solving the problem completely, which means doing the math and then simplifying if you need to. Let's just take a look at number 4. I'll read it through with you just to give you a little head start. Yesterday, Mr. Swenson made 2 3/4 quarts of strawberry jam and 1 1/8 quarts of raspberry. How much more strawberry jam did he make than raspberry? This is a subtraction problem. We have to find the difference, how much more. So you should set your problem up 2 3/4. That is a bigger number. 1 1/8 is the smaller, and then you are going to subtract. Okay, so please go ahead and go through these problems. Number 5, I will tell you, is not subtraction. It is not addition either. So make sure you are reading these carefully, solving them with whatever operation you think is the right one. Your answers for all of these problems will go onto the slides. Good luck. Come to me in Zoom if you have any questions.